I just wanted to review the velocity time graph. Okay, so first things first, when you're seeing this graph, okay, you see this graph and it's going, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, going up, and -1, -2, -3. All right, these right here are speeds, okay? They're the speeds. This line here is the zero line, so anything that's on this line would be considered not moving. So if I'm right here, my speed is nothing. I'm not going anywhere. All right, if I am going this direction, then I'm slowing down because I'm getting closer to the zero line. Now, if I'm doing this, I'm going away, but I'm going in the negative direction, because remember, this is the negative zone and this is the positive zone. And maybe negative stands for backwards, okay? And positive can stand for forward, all right? So, I just needed you to know that, all right? Now, the next thing I wanted to talk about is the fact that these lines are going diagonal like that. That is the same as like if you were looking at a speedometer. See my wonderful speedometer? 30, 40, 50. Okay. Let's pretend that you're driving, which none of y'all can drive anyway. Okay, just joking. Anyhow, some of you guys actually are driving. Let me know so I can get off the road. If you are starting off and you're going 10 miles per hour, which is what most people your age don't go, but more like people 80 years old, they go about 10 miles per hour. And that was the only speed that you were going. If that was the only speed that you were going, then notice like when you're driving, it usually stays on that 10, okay? And in the same way, on your distance time graph, it should stay consistently, constant, like that. A straight line, constant, showing you that it's, it's straight. All right, it's constant speed. Just like this is just not moving, it stays on there. This is also not moving, it stays in that lane, okay? But in the event that you are cutting through all of these other speeds, like let's say you're going from 10 miles per hour to 60, you got to kind of go through the 30 or the 20, the 30, the 40, the 50, the 60, and then you can stay on the 60. So that would be like, let's say that this is the same thing. I wrote 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay, if I was to be showing you the same thing on the speedometer, how it cuts through all of these like there, then your line should be diagonal, and that shows that it's cutting through the 10, it's cutting through the 20, it's cutting through the 30, to the 40, all the way up until it gets to the 60, okay? And it's going, this means that it's accelerating. Just like when you hit the gas, this line goes through all these numbers because you're accelerating. When you're on cruise control, however, it just stays at a constant speed, and it should be flat. All right, that's just kind of some backup. So let's do some quick problems. All right, this is going to be just like bell ringer number 13. All right, so you got a constant speed forward, accelerate back, then you're going to stop, and you got a constant speed forward. If you're not using your notes and you're just using your brain, then you're wasting time because you still don't know this. We're going to take an assessment on this. This is going to be your first time, so you need to be using your notes. I don't know why you would not use it. Please don't rely on your brain. No offense, okay? All right, so what does a constant speed look like? Well, if I look over here in my notes, I see that says constant speed. So if I'm going constant speed forward, this is positive, this is negative, forward is positive, okay? That's a 4, and let's just say that's B-A-C-K or B-A-C for back, okay? So constant speed should be a flat line like that. So I'm going to draw a flat line, constant speed forward. And now it says accelerate back. All right, so accelerating is right here. So are we speeding up? It said accelerate, so I'm assuming we're not slowing down, so we're accelerating. So this right up here is forward, this is back. We want to go backwards, or you're accelerating going the other way. So what does that look like? You're traveling, oops, went too far. You're traveling forward, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh shoot, I forgot something. I'm going to accelerate the other way. All right, bam. This line right here is straight because in that second you turned around. That's what that means. If you had a line that was like that, that actually means you slowed down, okay? You don't want it to be like that. All right, so now what's next? And then we stop, Okay, so same thing, you're going to have a straight line because in that second you come to a stop. And we know that it's on the 0 line because over here at rest it says that's on the 0 line. All right, and then you are going to go at a constant speed forward. What does constant speed look like again? Flat line. So let's do that. All right, so we're going up and then boom. So that's how that should look. If you do it that way, shouldn't be a problem. Let's do one more. Okay, so now we're going to do this one. This one says constant speed forward. So we're going to look at, here's our constant speed, okay? So constant speed is, and the forward is up here. And I don't want to go that far. Constant speed forward. And then it says constant speed back. So that means we're changing our position. That's why your line is 0. We're going the other direction now. And we're going at a constant speed. And that's why my line is flat. How do I know that? Because in my notes it says it. That's why you should be looking at your notes. Okay. And then stop. So stopping is on the line, and then it says accelerate back. So accelerating, what does that look like? And here's our backwards line. Okay, so accelerate back should look like this, and then it says accelerate forward. So that means, oh, okay, I'm speeding going, east, and now I decided to turn around, and now I'm speeding going west. That's basically what it should look like. All right. Of course, don't forget to label 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you should definitely have your labels on there. All right, should I do one more? I'm going to do one more, but if you don't want to hear me blab on, then you can stop it here. All right, I'll let you guys decide. Okay, this is the one I'm going to attempt. If you want to see me do it, keep watching. Otherwise, you can just stop. All right, so it says stop, which means at rest. At rest is on the 0 line. Okay, so I'm going to start off on my 0 line. Okay, and then it says constant speed back. Here's our constant speed, which is a flat line, and we know that that would be down here. This is the back area, so we're going to go down, and then we're going a constant speed back. Okay, now we're supposed to stop it, and so we're going to have a straight line up, and then it's going to be flat line on the 0 line because that means at rest. Okay, and now we're going to accelerate back, and here is our accelerating. Here we go. I'm going to accelerate. Are you ready to see it? It's going to be exciting. Accelerating back. Okay, and then we're going to stop. So going back, stop. And then constant. Oh, gosh. Sorry, my phone went off. Scared me. Hopefully it didn't scare you guys. Okay, number 6. We're at a constant speed going back. So here we go. Back again. And then we're going to stop. Stop. And then we're going to accelerate forward. Bam. Okay, that's what it should look like, and this is going to be ugly to label. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Done. Okay.